most coachable kids he has. This class. He says the kids are awesome.
Javante Jones is the Raider that was cramping up and he's on his feet. That's good.
And this defense here, they got 10. Oh, this is the offense we're looking at Medina, but their defense is 10 new starters.
Yeah. You know, when coaches say kids are coachable, they are always smiling because that makes it fun.
Yes. As a parent, I understand that.
Yeah. That's why I'm speaking that. I've been there.
Oh, I know you. You have. Yeah. No.
Shotgun formation. And they will have a back behind them. Little play action. Big arm into the corner. Touchdown, Knowles. What a throw by Danny Stoddard to the opposite sideline from the hash. Late flag, too.
That was I don't want to repeat what you just said, but a beautiful pass from Danny Stoddard. Austin Knowles. Ooh, chop block. It's coming back.
And the Gator.
Man, Austin Knowles caught that one in stride. That was a beautiful pass. They got Gillespie on a chop block. You know, this is what I would say the first time that a penalty at a pivotal point has really caused some damage to Medina. Harding's had a few. Harding's had a few at inopportune times. But this one was the first one, I think, against Medina. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I don't remember any of them being critical like that. Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah.
2nd and 22 now as it's backed all the way to the 43 underneath. Knowles picks up a couple. He gets inside the 40. 3rd and long coming up.
Yeah, I know you just caught a 40-yard bomb for a touchdown, but we're going to run a tunnel screen to you over the middle and see if you can do it again. No hurry here. It's 3rd and 20. And Larry Laird wants to work some of this clock, keep it running, give Harding as little time as possible if and when they get the football back.
Well, the other thing is, do you go underneath because you're 3rd and 20? You do have a field goal kicker. You would extend it to 2 scores. Stoddard? Nope, he's going up top. Oh, what a catch! Somehow, Jack Wojak came up with that.
I don't know how it got past the defender. This might have been Dallas Jet coverage. Let's see. Oh, that's out. One-handed grab. Dallas Jet was in pretty good position.
This is the 3rd one-handed grab for a B. Schramm has 2 of them. Wojak with that was outstanding.
Yeah, you know, these guys, these receivers, Danny Stoddard's a good quarterback. He doesn't need any help looking good, but these guys are giving it to him. I mean, that was a phenomenal catch.
1st and 10 from the 14. Stoddard over the middle, open. Overshoot Schramm. You know, to bring that down just a little bit.
And if he would have grabbed that with one hand, but now you guys are just showing off. Enough's enough. But he went for it. And, you know, if it was a little lower, he might have got it. Take a look at this effort by Brennan Schramm. Oh, my goodness. You know, full extension. Danny, you said it. Danny Stoddard dropped that about a foot. 2 foot, you got a touchdown.
Corchado in the backfield. Nice job avoiding the rush by Stoddard underneath and complete.
Oh,
flag.
Yeah. That's it.
Hathaway, the intended receiver.
Yeah, Manny Washington, who left the game earlier, is out there in coverage, I believe. I think they're going to get Manny Washington on pass interference, not Hathaway.
We have holding on the defense. Half distance to the goal. Repeat, 2nd down.
And I say that, they don't even get the first. I say that because, with a little bit of surprise, because Manny Washington is the nose tackle. And I don't know how he was out covering Hathaway, but that was the case. But since it was a holding, not a defensive PI, it's not an automatic first down. 2nd and short.
2nd and 3 from the 7.
And I look for them to give the ball. Is that
Corchado? Yeah. Corchado Dives, not in, but he will have a first down. First and goal from inside the 1.
Yeah, nice tackle by Dallas Jet to stop him. Corchado, the third wide receiver playing the running back position. What a block on the edge. Just a terrific block out there. That looks like Fiora. Normally the right guard. He's playing left tackle. I believe it was an unbalanced line. He had a great block on the edge, which allowed Corchado to almost get into the end zone.
First and goal. Ball sits just inside the 1 yard line, midway through this fourth quarter. Stoddard up under center.
QB
I think so. And doesn't get in.
My goodness. And it looks, Dave, like the right side of the offensive line did its job and collapsed the defensive front of Harding. Yeah,
Flag? Is that a flag?
Well, the ball's on the ground. Who's
Yeah,
got it? I think Harding has it.
5 backfield. First down. 5 yards.
Illegal formation.
Wow, and that Stoddard somehow ended up with the football again. So yeah, somebody was supposed to be on, he wasn't. Puts 5 in the backfield. But still first down.
First and goal now from just inside the 6. Stoddard, little screen. Schramm grabs it, gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Brendan Schramm, second touchdown of the night. And that will extend the lead to 2 scores. And 23-10 the score, point after coming.
Man, that, I'll tell you what, it worked, but this is a dangerous play call down in here. Maybe not. There was nobody around him. I don't know why it was dangerous. I just, I get nervous myself when there's so many bodies, so many things look to happen on those center screens. But frankly, center screens have always, like a tight end screen and right over the middle, they've always kind of concerned me about an interception with, a lineman getting his hand up and tipped and that sort of thing. But that's why Coach Laird is where he is and I'm up here.
There is Brendan Schramm. Had 14 touchdowns a season ago, already has 2 in this season. And that puts it back to a 14-point lead, 24-10.
And the clock now is the second opponent for Warren Harding. The first, obviously, is the people that all these students were looking at came to see. I mean, I've got to look at the enrollment in Medina. It's hard for me to imagine that there's anybody that goes to this school that is not at this game. This is a packed house.
So Gleski will kick it away.
Oh, he's going to be able to return this one. It's
From
Adams.
the goal line, Raylan Adams, and he's not going to get to the 20. Hit at the 15 and push back.
And Dave, the last big return where they caught it in the end zone, that's what I was leaning on there, is the kick coverage of Medina. The special teams, the kickoff team from Medina has been outstanding, not allowing Adams to get any room or any of the kick returns from Harding to give themselves an opportunity for a good return. And that was a point of emphasis for Coach Laird in this game.
Yeah, again, if you're Harding, you need points in a hurry. Really haven't been able to get them.
Well, and they haven't been able to drive. They haven't been able to sustain long drives. Again, the first drive of this half was their best. They have better starting field position than this, but since then, it's been a little choppy. These are two good football teams. It's a good week one matchup.
Jet, Rose, complete.
Goodness. Over the linebackers, in front of the deep safety corner, drops it in.
Chris Provit grabs it. Found a soft spot.
That was a beautiful pass. And here you see sidecar. Ryan to the side of Dallas. Oh,
Football
dropped
strip.
it.
And a headsy play as Harding maintains possession.
Yeah, they're still moving, Dave. That might be Manning. Is that, no, I think it's Nemo Washington that picked it up. Take a look at this. Somebody just gets a hand in. Oh, that's a nice play.
Nunn, Jacob Nunn strips it.
Yeah, and look at Nemo. It's like, no way, man. This is my chance. Get us some yards here. So my audition to be the goal line back.
3rd and 1. Or 3rd and 11. Rolling out. Jet. Headsy play. Throws it up. And it's intercepted. Picked off. Flag on the play. He had Devin Boss beat. Sokolowski gets the interception. Let's see what the call is.
I think they're pointing towards Medina.
He did a nice job of realizing where
Pass
the line is.
interference. Defense, number 15. 15 yards. First down.
So it is 15 yards from the line of scrimmage. He realized where the line of scrimmage was and stopped when he unloaded it. And Boss had the defense beat.
Yeah, so what I think was interesting with this, the ball was overthrown. I mean, the ball was underthrown, and they had to have called it on whoever was covering Boss, so he might have stopped and came back and ran into the defense back. But, you know, it's a very difficult play.
Jet picked off again. And that's going to be the sophomore safety who comes up with it, Alan Holby.
Great ball skills for that young man. I mean, first of all, he doesn't look like a sophomore. 6 foot 190. That's a put together kid. And they're giving him the belt. I assume it's a turnover belt, and he's going to let the crowd know. That's just a seam route. It's a pretty good throw, but Holby's playing center field, watching the quarterback, makes a nice break, and look at the hands. Holby goes and gets it.
Yeah. Well, I remember the name because he played in their playoff game as a freshman, started. So,
yeah, he's that's the only returning starter on this defense, by the way. Started as a true freshman, and Coach Laird said he's the eraser, and the defense is built around him. Well, consider the Harding drive erased by Holby.
3:45 remaining. Throw in deep. And it is complete. Austin Knowles into the end zone for a big touchdown. And it is now a 30-10 lead, point after coming. As Danny Stoddard shows off his arm again.
This time, the touchdown to Knowles is going to stick. What a pass, and Knowles makes the move and gets into the end zone. Yeah, this is a talented receiving corps. And you can see the speed that Coach Laird mentioned. You know, one returning starter in training, but this is a fast unit.
Yeah, you have pretty athletic defensive backs for Warren Harding that are not able to keep up with this wide receiver group. Point after, knocked through.
Yeah, these guys. This is a good offense, powerful offense. If they can get that and consistently show this sort of production, it's going to be a team to watch in Division I, Region I, like they've been for the last few years. You know, and we made it to the fourth quarter without talking about, for the most part, Drew Aller. Mentioned him. But, you know, I talked to Coach Laird about how life after Drew, and he said, it's going well. I miss him more as a kid than a football player, which is interesting. He said, I miss him as a football player, but coaching for the past 4 years was fun. And that whole class in particular, he said, was a fun group, just like these guys.
So, fourth quarter has been some big-time scoring. 3 touchdowns in this fourth quarter. Stoddard, Corchada, touchdown. Stoddard, Schramm, touchdown. And you know, Stoddard to Knowles for a touchdown as well. And those 3 scores, the difference in our game right now is Medina leading 31-10, just over 3.5 remaining.
You look at the other wide receivers who haven't scored. Hathaway has been a real solid possession receiver, converted on a lot of first downs. He's got 3 or 4 grabs. And Jack Wojak has been all over the field.
Yeah.
Running out of the backfield, phenomenal one-handed catch. Been a big-time receiver. He's been effective in the return game. And Dan Stoddard, you know, Danny Stoddard has had a nice game. You know, and if you went to go get a snack and you were interested in whether this game was going to go to overtime when it was 10-10, Medina's opened it up to 31-10 in a blink of an eye.
Yeah, and you know, the thing about that, the turnover, the interception, and then the next play, the big, you know, the transition plays, if you will, the killer plays, and that's, you know, teams like to go for the shots, and that time the shot made it after the turnover.
They did, yep, that's right. We'll see here. It looks like Dallas Jet may be out of the game, but I could be wrong.
Bad snap.
No, that is
It's Jet.
I'm sorry.
So negative play again, and they're going to lose 11 yards on that shotgun snap that went off the Jet.
Well, they've got a new center in the game. I believe
Yep.
it's Williamson. They have the entire, looks to be the entire second team line here. See Devontae Ellis in there, Brian Williamson, Tyler Simpson.
Low snap,
Another one.
and it's going to be a safety.
Well, certainly not the way that Harding wanted to end the game. And Dave, frankly, I don't think the final score of this game is going to be real indicative of how the game was played. I mean, we were, again, tied 10-10 in the fourth quarter, I believe.
Yeah.
But that's the power of Medina, you know. At any moment, the wick could be lit and the fireworks go off. And that's frankly what happened here in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, a lot of times those kind of things are, you get the big play on offense, you get the turnover, and it snowballs on you. Before you know it, you're looking up at the scoreboard and you're down 23. It's like Harding finds themselves now.
Yeah, and Harding, to their credit, very well-coached team.
Yeah.
But they're young, as we pointed out. And you got to be able to steady the ship when the waters get rocky. And I mean, it's less about Harding and more about what Medina does, because they're the ones who are pushing that snowball down the hill.
Yeah. So now it's a free kick. You kick off from the 20. It'll be Doherty kicking it off. There is Wojak, and the flag comes in.
Flying on the field. Wojak all over the field.
Holding number 38 on the return. First down.
So the ball will be marched back into Medina's half of the field.
Seeing what offense comes out. Stoddard is still in that offensive huddle. The comfortable 23-point lead. And Danny Stoddard's going to stay on the sidelines. It looks like Chris DePasquale.
Yep, both of them are juniors.
And DePasquale kind of led this team throughout the scrimmages. They scrimmaged Mayfield and Berea Mid-Park. Again, you know, the injury to Stoddard right in the preseason didn't allow him to play.
And a nice run is Austin Stratton.
Austin Stratton, the ball carrier. Drew McCollum with the stop.
DePasquale, you know, I've been in this spot as a backup quarterback before. I'm like, really, you want me to wait for the play clock? Like, I want to get some reps. See, look at these. Like, I want to get some reps, man. I want to throw the ball.
And he will now snap it with 3 on the play clock. Stratton again.
Yeah. But with 40 seconds, you know, effectively, if they're able to get a first down here, they're only going to have to snap it a few more times.
Yep.
But, you know, I mean, it's understandable that you want to go out there and throw the football around, sling a little bit,
Absolutely.
get in the action, but...
Especially if you've played in the scrimmages.
Yeah, right.
And waiting on the play clock.
Might have movement there, but...
Stratton again. Fighting forward, a little bit short.
I think he'll go for it.
I would think so. There's only about a 30-second differential between the play clock and the game clock.
Yeah, you give it to Stratton one more time, get the first down, and start thinking about week 2. But, you know, look, Harding, they're going to come down on the losing side, but this is a good football team. This is a good football team that's only going to get better throughout the season. And Medina, you know, they've answered some questions here.
He keeps it and he gets the first down, so that will effectively run out the clock. So they won't snap the ball another time. They don't need to. And again, an impressive fourth quarter for the Medina Bees. They scored 23 because of the 3 touchdowns, and they also got the safety on the bad snap. So the final score, Medina 33, Warren Harding 10. An impressive fourth quarter. The Medina offense still high-powered without question, as they are victorious here in week 1. Ryan Tavenot and I are going to take a quick timeout. We'll come back to put a wrap on this Medina, successful as they win in week 1.